I'm going to go through the process of removing the photo booth front and installing the mirror. So the first thing we need to do is just remove these 6 screws. Remember to keep hold of the perspex front so you don't take the last one off and it all falls on the floor. Alright, and also don't forget to unplug this before you take it away. Alright, so the first thing to do is to make sure that this screen's aligned properly, because we need to get the front of this screen perfectly in line with the back of the mirror. Now there's some adjustment to move the screen front and back so that we can get it sitting exactly flush or maybe a little bit proud of this surface. So I'm just going to illustrate what that looks like for you by just turning this to the side. And if we just put this straight edge against the screen, we can see that there's like a millimetre distance here and then maybe just less than a millimetre there. About a millimetre here and quite a big gap at the top. So what we need to do is bring this part of the monitor out a bit and push this part in until we've got it perfectly level. So to do that, you need to loosen your Allen bolts slightly. Just these 4 side ones. I would leave if we just work on these 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, leave the other ones completely loose during this process. And we just need to put our straight edge on top of the mirror, on top of the monitor, I'm sorry, and just push it down slightly until you've got just a millimetre or so on one side there. And when that's set, tighten those down. So we know that side's set now. And then let's do this side. That looks good at the top. And it needs to come out a little bit at the bottom. Just pull it out a touch. Yeah. That looks good. So, tighten those up. We need 2 black corner pieces and 2 longer thumb screws. These come with your mirror kit. They go on there like that. And then we're going to get the other 2. We've got 2 thumb screws there, 2 black pieces there. I'm just going to keep them handy for in a minute. And we're ready for the mirror to go on now. So if you just insert the base of the mirror into those 2, and then you should, if you just loosen those off a fraction, obviously making sure they don't fall out, just plug in your LED lens surround. Whoops. And then you can put the top 2 screws in like that. The mirror. So let's just do a test. And I can see that that's now registering a touch. Just go across the monitor and just check that it's picking up your touches. You can see that that seems to be working fine. If you've got any dead spots, for example, if one of your corners isn't picking up the touch correctly, it probably means you need to pull out that corner a little bit, make another little adjustment, and then you should be good. Sometimes if you tighten these down too hard, that can cause the mirror to actually bend slightly, which will also cause you problems with your touch. But this one actually looks pretty good. So that's ready. Mirror's ready to go. We just need to set up your mirror software, and yeah, you're good to go.